Shalom. Before I begin this video, first and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Rahawa Kakwadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that continually rule very well to this very day. Let's continually feeding the flock through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai. And shalom to the whole elect that's continually plowing in this work, giving diligence to make your calling and election sure, in faith, true sincerity, and also in all charity. Now, on the topic of this video is going to be entitled "The Shameless Harlot Babylon," in which, when you go into the Bible, when it speaks about Babylon the Great, which is known as the Golden City, which is looked after by all the other nations, also known as the Virgin Daughter of Babylon, the Gloria Kingdoms, also given the title of the Beauty of the Chaldees Excellency. All these titles, or should I say Babylon in general, which that word Babylon goes back to the Hebrew word Babal, which means confusion, is talking about America. And when I say America, I mean what the people know as the United States of America. All right? That's what the Bible speaks about when it speaks about Babylon the Great. And also that harlot, which is known as Babylon in mystery, that sit upon the scarlet colored beast. In which the reason why I titled this video as the shameful harlot, which is known as Babylon, is because if you go into the specifics of a harlot is known for being shameless. All right, a harlot goes about to seek to sleep around just for his own gain. All right, and that's how Babylon is. All right, Babylon goes about and spreads its doctrine and its philosophy around to these other nations to partake in. And guess what? They're drunk off the wine of Babylon. They have eaten her bread, and they have drunken her wine, and they have indulged themselves into the philosophy and ideas of America. All right, and you have some that have not yet, fully indulged in Babylon, and they're trying to keep their way of living. Case in point, the so-called Arabs, Ishmaelites, which they're trying to keep their way of living, in which they're trying to hold on to it. But again, America, with being a harlot that it is, continually advances on the Ishmaelites, just for its own benefit and for its own gain. And that's how America is. All right, America is that great harlot, the great whore, that is sitting on that scarlet colored beast, which the beast with the 7 heads and 10 horns represents NATO and the EU, which Lord's will, I'll be going to a separate video concerning that, because it's been a while since we have touched on that subject, that topic, because it's such a common knowledge. But Lord's will, I'll be going into the topic concerning the beast with 7 heads and 10 horns. But for now, just want to focus on Babylon, because the Lord's sights are set on Babylon to destroy it. All right. Case in point, the philosophy and the doctrines that America pushes forth. That's why this place got to be destroyed. I mean, if you look around in society, it's completely backwards. If you look around, you see everything is corrupted, is corroded, and it's completely engrossed in darkness, in deep darkness. Everything around us is tainted, is polluted, especially the women. All right. Even the thought process of the men that I hear, men turning into women, having a woman-like mentality, being feminine, and having a woman having a masculine mentality, and now they want to be men. So this place got to go, man. All right. And that's what happens when you rule a kingdom under wickedness. When you rule a kingdom under the vibration of wickedness, it's only a matter of time before that kingdom is thrown down. Why? Because, of course, when you're ruling in wickedness, everything dies. You know, it's always been an example, or it's always been a fact that when wickedness overexceeds itself and it presides over the planet Earth, everything dies. You know, everything, life itself is at stake, and it diminishes because wickedness. The world is operating on the vibration of. It's like the world is operating out the vibration of wickedness. So that's the reason why this place got to be destroyed. This is the reason why America is known as that shameless harlot. All right, and if you're shameless, you're gonna show off. You know, you're gonna show off your goods to anyone else around, just for the sake of its own gain, for the sake of its own benefit. All right, to be looked at and admired by everybody and sought after. But the Lord is pretty soon about to put a stop to that. All right. Thus saith Yahweh, which is the name of the Heavenly Father, and His Son Yahweh Shai. All right. America, as you know, is going to be destroyed by fire, completely decimated and turned to a desert wasteland. Because this is what happens when you rule a whole entire planet Earth with wickedness, in which Babylon was used, which once again Babylon represents America, or is America, Slakia. Babylon is used as the vehicle, or one of the vehicles, actually a major vehicle, to perpetuate wickedness across the planet Earth. All right, so whatever America does, everybody else follows behind. All right. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and jump to the scriptures. This is the book of Isaiah, the 47th chapter. I'm gonna start at the first verse. It says, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon." All right, which we already know why Babylon is known as the virgin daughter, because it's never met any major war. And when I say war, I mean World War I and World War II. Those major wars that happened, you know, Babylon has never been touched by it. All right. So it says, "O virgin daughter of Babylon, sit on the ground, there is no throne. O daughter of the Chaldeans," and Chaldeans, the definition of the word Chaldean or Chaldee is a magician. All right, one who works witchcraft, trickery, lies, deceit. All right, which is in the form of what? Rebellion. All right, because witchcraft is known as the sin of rebellion. All right, and as the scriptures say, you're not supposed to suffer a witch to live. So Babylon doesn't have that much longer for it to preside over the planet Earth. All right, really Babylon's running on borrowed time right now. All right. So it says, "For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate." All right, because now the other nations, now that they are partaking in the bread and the wine of Babylon, guess what? Now they're in the mode to want to lay their hands on this harlot, man. They want to choke out this harlot. They want to just completely. They want to kill this whore, man. This whore Babylon. That's why these other nations are gearing up for war. All right. That's why they seek to break away from America by way of the economic system, the way that's governed. They seek to break away from all that, in their attempts to set up their own form of government, which they really can't escape, this form of government that America perpetuates. All right, why? Because these other nations have been brought up and on the status that they are right now because of Babylon. All right, because these which they're known as the merchants of the earth, according to Revelations, in which the merchants of the earth have benefited off of America. All right. So that's why everything that we see right now is orchestrated and conducted in a certain fashion, because the wicked elites of the society, which are the banking families, the higher ups of Esau, Edom, which is the so-called white man. That's like you. They want complete and total control of the society. All right. And the way they're going to do that, or one way they're going to do it, is by a major prophecy that was spoken about in the book of Revelation, 13 chapter, 16 verse, is going to be by way of the mark of the beast. Okay? Which the mark of the beast is, in fact, the microchip. RFID microchip, NFC chip, Verichip, however you want to call it. All right? Now, verse 2, take the millstones and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. All right. In other words, the Lord is making Babylon to expose its filthiness. All right. It's Babylon is alluring to the eye from the outer appearance, because she got all the makeup on, she got her hair done, her eyelids she got her eyelids did, eyelashes done, got lipstick on, wearing perfume. She's dressed provocatively. And guess what? The Lord is saying, look, take the millstones and grind meal, which taking millstones and grinding meal, that is a laborious motion, or that's a laborious job. Really, that's a job of a servant. If you really go into the specifics of taking millstones and grinding meal, all right? You can actually pull up a video of it, and you can see that it's a laborious work. You have to really, really put effort into grinding meal. All right. Now it says, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. So the Lord is making Babylon to pass over the rivers by uncovering the thigh and allowing these other nations to see the shame of America, in which it starts with us exposing this harlot. When I say us, I mean the men of the Lord, starting with the apostle elders of Great Millstone on down. All right? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Shai, we have been exposing this harlot, this whore, and showing you what she's really about. All right. And now that the vibration that we're sending forth, which is a righteous vibration, in exposing this place America, now it's common fact, or it's becoming common fact, that this place America is not always cracked up to be. All right. Now it says, verse 3, it says, thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. And that now everyone is starting to see the shame of America. All right. But the thing is that now, even in today's world, these people that live here in America, they're in denial. All right. And really, the Lord is putting the spirit on them to deny the truth. All right. Which really, we're giving them the truth, 100% truth, in which they deny. They deny the fact that America is Babylon the Great. They deny the fact that America is darkness and filthy, man. It's an abomination to the Lord. These Edomites, they pride themselves on saying that this is a God-fearing country, but yet this society was never even built on that standard. It wasn't built on the standards of the Bible. All right? It was built on the standards of the so-called white men, the elites, which come from a long line of Edomites that are presiding over it, and which comes in the line of the banking families. Back then they were known as the Bauer family. When I say the Bauer, when I say them, I mean the Rothschilds. The Rothschilds, they weren't known as Rothschild back when America was just now coming into power. They were known as the Bauers, all right? And by the way, Bauer, the word Bauer means peasant, all right? It means peasant, servant, all right? And the reason why they got away or try to get away from that name is because they know they were made to be servants, all right? But the Lord has given them the power to govern the whole earth and to rule it under wickedness, all right? Now, read verse 3 again. So thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. See, because when Yahushua, who these people inwardly call Jesus, when he comes back, he's not going to meet this place as a man anymore. All right, he came before as a lamb, but when he returns, he's gonna return as a lion, a roaring lion, man. All right, he's going to come back and he's going to conquer and destroy this place, America, which once again is known as Babylon the Great. Now I want to grab another precept, right? This is the book of Nahum, the 3rd chapter. Yeah, I'm going to start at the 5th verse. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to get straight to the point. It says, behold, I am against thee, save the Lord Yahweh Bashmiel Shai, the Lord of hosts. It says, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness. Like it. All right. And when the Lord says he's going to discover her skirts upon her face, and I give you an example, it's like the Lord taking the skirts of Babylon and flipping it over her head, just to show the nations her nakedness and see what she's really about, to show these other nations, and specifically us, the ones who are the hopeful elect, to show us that she is disgusting and she's filthy. All right, that's America for you. Okay, it's showing that America is filthy and disgusting. She has whelps. She's unclean. She's polluted. She stinks. And that's the Lord showing us right now when he has done that. And he is doing that. All right. He's flipped the skirts of America over her head. And you can visualize it. All right. She's flipped America's skirts over her head. And now he's showing everyone her nakedness and her shame. All right. Verse 6, it says, and I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and will make thee vile. All right, vile. It was synonymous with disgusting. All right, and will set thee as a gazing stock. And it shall come to pass that all they that look upon thee shall flee from thee, and say, Nineveh is laid waste. Who will bemoan her? All right. In other words, who's going to feel sorry for America when it's destroyed, man? All right. That's why when I mentioned before about the merchants of the earth, they're trying to seek to establish their own government and move away from this economical system, which is based off debt, which really is a trap to these other nations. And they see that, and they're slowly but surely creating a process to get away from it. All right, to establish their own world currency. All right. So once America is completely done away with, they're going to have it in their mind to think that they're already set, not knowing that is an agenda of Yahweh Bashmiel Shai to put a stop to this current system that's set up right now. All right, because this world is polluted. All right, so if America was just destroyed and he left the other nations to rule, whoever, let's say for instance, China, for instance. China wouldn't know how to rule anyway. All right, because the cycle will still continue. Why? Because the vibration of America will still be present on the planet Earth. You know, that vibration of wickedness will still be here if that was the case. So that's why the Lord has to step in and intervene and completely put a stop to the cycle, so to speak, because it has been a cycle of kingdoms that were set up and they were all taken down, and it's no different with Babylon, which is America. All right. Now, read the last sentence in this. It says, "Whence shall I seek comforters for thee?" All right. Now, there's another precept I want to grab, and I want to close it on out. I believe this is the one I'm looking for. Let me see if I can pull it up. All right, this is Proverbs, the 7th chapter, which we all know this chapter here, Proverbs 7. But just for the sake of edification, start at verse 9. It says, "In the twilight, in the evening, in the black and dark night," in which we are in the midst of that. You know, we're in the black and dark night in which America is reaching that peak of wickedness, in which is the midnight hour. All right, which the midnight hour is the height of darkness, the height of the night. All right. Verse 10, it says, "And behold, there met him a woman with the attire of an harlot and subtle of heart," you know, slick. All right, very cunning. In which that's the attribute of who? The so-called white man, the Edomites. All right, in which they preside over this place Babylon. Okay, so of course, the process of how Babylon, you know, traps its prey is going to be the same tactic that the Edomites would do, or should I say Esau. All right. Now, also too, it says that behold, there met him a woman with an attire of an harlot, in which the attire of a harlot, once again, going back to what I was speaking about earlier, it's alluring to the eyes, man. That's why John the Revelator, when he was on the Isle of Patmos, when he saw Babylon riding on the scarlet colored beast, you know, he wandered after her with great admiration. You know, he was looking after Babylon, you know, because Babylon, you know, looked good. All right. And the angel asked him, you know, why are you marveling at Babylon? You know, why are you marveling at this harlot? All right, because the angel already knew, you know, about Babylon, you know, the harlot, in a roundabout way. But the thing about it is that, you know, going back into the scripture where it says Babylon, or should I say this woman that's wearing the attire of a harlot, you know, well, like I mentioned before about, you know, wearing the attire, having the makeup on, having her hair done, just to trap is prey. All right. Now, verse 11, it says, "She is loud and stubborn; her feet abide not in our house." See, and that's the same way with Esau. When you go into the book of Nahum, if I'm not mistaken, or should I say, no, Slakia, Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, speaks about Esau, is that he is a proud man and neither does he keep at home. All right, which once again, you know, Esau presides over Babylon. So Babylon is loud and stubborn, and her feet abide not in her house. In other words, Babylon is everywhere and anywhere. All right, that's why you see the vibration of America on the other nations. That's why they have partaken in our doctrine. All right. Oh, and also says she is loud and stubborn. Okay. Why is that? Because when you meet someone that's loud and stubborn, right? Usually the purpose of being loud and stubborn is to get attention. All right. And that's what Babylon has done. Babylon has made noise, and a massive amounts of noise, and he's gotten everyone's attention. All right. to look after her. Basically, look at her and pay attention to her. All right. So once again, it says she's loud and stubborn, right? In which, of course, when you think about a loud and stubborn woman, you can't tell her anything. All right. So, of course, when the prophets are out telling you that Babylon's about to go down, you people shun it off as something that's a fantasy. All right. When I say you people, I'm talking about the people that's outside the circle of Yahweh Shemel Shai, the ones that are not of the hopefully elect of the nation of Israel. Okay. Which, of course, the nation of Israel consists primarily of the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Okay. So, I'm going to end off with this last verse. It says, now is she without, now in the streets, and lieth in wait at every corner. See? Just how a hunter would do to his prey. All right? And lying in wait in every corner. All right? But like it says right here, just to add more edification to the verse, it says, now she is without, now in the streets. All right. So in other words, Babylon is out and about, wandering, looking for someone to catch, someone to take after her philosophy, someone to take after her ways. All right. And she lieth in wait at every corner. All right. So she's lying in wait to catch her prey. All right. But like I read earlier in the book of Isaiah, in the 47th chapter, it said, look, the Lord is going to come back, and he's not going to meet Babylon as a man. He's going to meet Babylon as an angelic force, a force that cannot be moved. All right. And it cannot be challenged. All right. He's going to come back with his chariots and lay this land desolate with fire. Okay. And destroy it off the face of the earth, pursuant to Amos, the book of Amos, where it says, the eyes of the Lord are upon the sinful kingdom, and he will destroy it off the face of the earth. All right. So America's going to be completely destroyed and turned into a desert wasteland. All right. So with that pretty much wraps up this video on this lesson. In our Lord's will, this was edifying to the body of Yahweh Shemel Shai, the members of the hopefully elect. Until next time, once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahawa Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of great millstone that continue to rule very well to this very day. Shalom, peace and safety. Salutations to the hopefully elect that's still to this very day continually